Today, I'm opening up a box of basketball history. This is the 1989 NBA Hoop Set, which was the first mass-produced set of basketball cards during the junk wax era. And we're chasing the Michael Jordan cards and the David Robinson rookie versions. A lot to go through with this box. All right, I'm going to crack this open. 1989. Yes, we're opening boxes of cards from the 1980s. We got the soft plastic card holders here. All right, pack number one. Let's get right in. And again, we're chasing today the MJ cards and the David Robinson cards. All right, got our first set here. Again, we're chasing the Michael Jordan cards today. Jordan and David Robinson. Those are the cards and sets that we're looking for today. Okay, there's Karl Malone All-Star. There is the All-Star card, so we're looking for the MJ All-Star card in particular. Those are the two Jordans in this set. And again, there's two different versions of the David Robinson rookie card in here. There's one of a gameplay, and then there's one of him, I think, at the press conference with a jersey. So those are the two that we're actually going to look for in this set today. And again, this was the first ever kind of mass-produced set of NBA basketball cards. And this was from 1889. This is the original NBA hoop set. And this was kicked off, and there's the David Robinson rookie card. Let's go. That is the gameplay one. It's not the this is not the one from the press conference, which is the more rare rookie card, but there we go. There is the David Robinson rookie card, and it's got a little ding on the side. So unfortunately, I don't think that's going to go get graded, but found a David Robinson right out of the get-go. Found a rookie card. So there, that didn't take very long. But this set, I haven't opened up 89. I've opened up a few packs, but I've never opened up a full box of 89. And the cool part about this set is that the 1990 set, which is the two boxes behind the background here, I love the 90 set. And I think this spurred into, this spud and grew into my love of the 90 set. Now, these cards are they're pretty just generic, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're paper, they're not waxy, they feel great, but what it does is that fueled my love of the 90s set, because there's also a lot of good cards in there. But they went from the white to the silver, and the backgrounds on the silver are just amazing. That's why I love that set in particular with the silver. There's just something to it there with that. So Mike Woodson. Oh, we got to go Clyde Drexler with the old Blazers logo. Okay, like that. Old Sonics uniforms. Yep. Gotta need basketball back in Seattle for sure. All right. Livingston with the old Bucks unis. Wish Bucks would go a little bit more retro with their uniforms there. Maybe would look much, much better with something a little bit different. All right, Willie Anderson, my favorite player to pull in other sets. There was the 1993-94 Upper Deck set a while back. I opened up and I had two packs in a row where it was there was back-to-back Willie Anderson's in the pack, and I was just like, what is happening? So every time I pull Willie Anderson now, I just have to laugh when I see that. So, hey, there we go, Larry Bird. Good look at Larry with the mustache there. He's got his fingers taped up. Love me some Larry Legend card. All right, found our first Larry Bird. There should be There should be Magic Johnson in this set. These cards are probably a little bit more available out there. So when I was looking up the research and prices on these cards, and there's Rodman. Wow, look how far he is above the rim there. Holy smokes. There's a lot of, these cards are pretty readily available. There we go, the Orlando expansion team. And so the prices on these cards are kind of lowish. But again, I love the chasing the Jordans. And again, we're going for the David Robinson rookie cards. Those are just much harder to get graded. Just like the 1990 set, it is really hard to get 10s because the way that these are lined up and cut. These cards are not. Is this the same pack I just got? I think this might be the exact same pack. Oh yeah, it might be another Larry Bird card. This might be the exact same pack I just opened. It looks like it. Did they package these the same in each of the packs? I think they may have. Yeah, another Dennis Rodman. This is like a duplicate. Yeah, this is the exact same pack I just opened. Okay. Well, that's crazy. But I do love these cards. Again, they got the paper back. They're not super glossy. they just feel really nice. There we go, John Stockton card. I just love these cards. They just are amazing. Again, I've opened up a few of the single packs, but never really had a chance to open up an entire box of these. And I do love them. They come, got the Larry Birds in here, the Magic Johnsons, got the MJs in here, the David Robinson rookie cards. So this set in particular isn't like a huge favorite. We're gonna pull another Larry Bird card here. Holy smokes! What is going on here? Just back to back to back. We got three Larry Bird pulls in a row. Like, I'm sorry, but like, when was the last time that happened? So there's our first Larry Bird. So another one. And then we're gonna get a third one. So, holy smokes. 3 Larry Bird cards before we even pull a Michael Jordan card. Well, okay. Well, we'll see. Boy, this might be interesting today, and see how many Jordans we pull out of here, because again, this set was pretty widely available. So there's a lot of these cards hanging around, but doing the research, I wanted to open these because I never opened this set from '89. It was the first one because I love the NBA Hoop series, but also I wanted to chase the David Robinson rookie card because there's 2 different versions, and I think for me, David Robinson is a very underrated. I don't think he gets enough credit, but I also got to meet David Robinson a handful of years ago, so it'd be cool to pull one of his cards out of this set. And so this is just part of the chase, right? We chase after cards that we're looking for. We chase after certain sets, certain players, and so today we're chasing David Robinson, and we're chasing MJ today. And we've got some expansion cards here. I kind of like those. Hopefully when the Sonics and when Seattle comes back with the team, and maybe when Vegas gets their team, that we'll see. Oh, I thought that was MJ for a second. That maybe we'll see some expansion team sets when it comes to like NBA hoops or tops or anything like in the future when those new teams come out. We'll be able to get to see some of those prints on some of these packs, because I do like the expansion when they put the expansion teams in. With these old sets, they used to mark the cards with like their expansion teams, as you guys have seen earlier, which I think is kind of cool. I would just love to see that happen more when, I don't know if I'd like that over the side though, like make it somewhat different, but do these types of cards when the new teams come in. I think that would be really, really cool. There's Spud. I'm gonna pull the Spud earlier. Fennis Dembo. Interesting. I don't know if Fennis Dembo. Only played a year or 2. Another Rex Chapman. Wow, Rex is young. We've already seen that pack before. Okay, I'm gonna explain something. These packs, you can also see through them. You guys can see that. Well, that kind of ruins it. That sucks. But I look down to pull the next pack, and lo and behold, there he is. The man, the myth, the legend himself. There is Mr. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Let's go. First Jordan, and it is dented in the corner. God, I love this. I love when you pull the cards and then you look at them and they're just dented. Well, so pulled an MJ, which is great. There's Sleepy Floyd. Good to know that there is an MJ card in this set. So we got one of the chases today, so that's good. Was worried there for a second because the last few there's a Steve Kerr rookie card. The last few sets that I've pulled the basketball cards, I always pull MJ right out the get-go. It seems to be one of the first cards I always pull out of all the sets. So that was kind of funny. I saw the name right in the front because again the covers, the packs are clear. So that one's got a little nice looking card. It's got a ding on the bottom, so I'm not going to send this one in for grading, but this will go into the personal collection binder. Want to put some of those cards into the personal collection binder that I just keep in there. Usually the Jordans that are a little bit banged up, but if I've got duplicates of them, I want to just drop them into the binder and just hold on to them. So, look at Phil Jackson with no mustache or beard. And that's wow. Okay, from one card into the next, MJ All-Star card. Gosh, that looks really clean. All right, well, I guess they probably inserted these randomly, so we probably won't see that one after Phil Jackson. But all right, now we've got the base, and we've got the All-Star card. There we go. just right out there. We're not even halfway through the packs already, so what does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Dupe. Alex English. God, this pack is loaded. Holy smokes. And then another Stockton card? Wow. This is one of the best packs. This is one of the best packs so far. And then another expansion draft choice card. This is a really good pack here. Yeah, really good pack. And then Vinny Del Negro. That was a really good pack. My goodness. My goodness. All right. I see the All-Star cards are in here like super randomly too, because I see another pack to pull where one of the cards in the front is one of the All-Star cards. Rod Strickland played for the Knicks. I guess I kind of knew that. Akeem before he went to Hakeem. Didn't realize that Strickland played for New York, and then he played for Portland. He played for the Spurs. He played for a bunch of different teams. He was a really good player, Rod Strickland. I think a little bit underrated. There's Riley card, Alvin Robertson, and then Kevin Duckworth All-Star. Ooh, back-to-back Portland Trailblazers on those All-Stars. Very nice. Card 69 and 193. All right, so we've pulled 5 All-Star cards so far. So let's go get the full All-Star collection going on here. And I see an Akeem All-Star. Okay, so now we're rolling. So we got 6 so far of the All-Star cards, which again, they're very simple designs on these cards, but that's why I kind of like them. They're not too flashy. They're not too crazy. They're just simple. And I kind of like that about these cards. You know, the cards now are so like refractors and glitters and, 50 different color versions. Sometimes just going back to like the nostalgic of these 80s and, well, this is a set from the 80s, but also the 80s and 90s. I just sometimes like those cards more because they are just so more simple. I don't, for my personal collection, my stuff is not the flashy stuff. I don't have I don't carry around the super flashy cards, all of the refractors or all the crazy stuff. There's another Rodman card, all the crazy cards, because I'm not into chasing those cards. I'm into just chasing more of these types of cards from the 80s and 90s. There's Larry Nance. Okay, we've got another All-Star card. And so that's just what I'm more chasing. Dale Ellis. Okay, so now we're pulling some good, decent All-Star cards here to try to get the full All-Star set going in. I just love the old school of these cards. We just opened this one. All right, Larry Nance again. So there's going to be another Dale Ellis here. Yeah, okay, so the cards are all basically in the same order. So if we see another Phil Jackson, we're going to see another MJ All-Star card behind it. So that's good to know. But now we need to, we're going to be on the lookout for those cards and seeing what's there. And then Scottie Pippen. That's a nice looking card. That's a really nice card. All right, Put Pippen in the sleeve. I'll keep all my Pippen, Bird, Magic Johnson cards, MJ cards. I keep those all together at a binder. Just kind of keeping personal set, I guess. I just like to keep the players that I really, really enjoyed watching and playing for. So, all right, Mark Price. Sam Vincent, not his most famous card. The next year was his famous card in the 1990 set where it's him and we've got MJ's in the front of that card, wearing the number 12, because that was the night in Orlando when he got his jersey stolen, so they had to give him a number 12. And that is one of only just a handful of cards where MJ's wearing the number 12 jersey, which I think is really cool. And that's why I like chasing that card in the 90s hoop set, is because there's that one. In the 90s set, you also have the Menendez brothers card, and then you've got the different Jordan versions. Okay, now we got McHale All-Star. We got some more here. Mark Eden. Wow, we're just getting a lot of the All-Star cards. Malone. Some pretty good packs in here with the All-Stars and some of the Dream Team guys in here. Olden Polynice. Gerald Henderson. Sylvester Gray. Marley. Who's this Bulls card? Oh, Charles Davis. It's 22, not 23, yo. 22, not 23. It gets me every time. All right. I see this pack because I can see the front of these packs. you kind of know what card is in the front. So check this out. So Phil Jackson. So behind this, if they're in order, there should be an MJ All-Star card behind this. Let's go. Let's go. All right, that looks pretty clean too. I mean, I guess with the inaugural set, they probably put them in the same way, I'm guessing. So again, like I said earlier, you're gonna find for a Phil Jackson, we're probably gonna find the MJ card right after that. And you're absolutely correct. Same thing happened. Same in a row. I like it. I don't know if I like this more because then you can kind of tell what's coming up or expect if you see in a certain card, but like the randomized stuff as well, where you got some coming in one way and then the other way, like they're all mismatched and stuff. I don't know if I like that more, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to move the cards around. But it is a little bit more randomized, I would say, versus this, where it's like you get the same order. The cards are in this basically the same order. There's just nothing to it. There's another Pippen card, and then behind that, another David Robinson rookie card. Okay. Okay. So there we go. There's a David Robinson rookie. Because we had Pippen as the last card in another pack. So wonder that means that there's a pack out there where David Robinson is the first card then. There, it might be in this box, could be somewhere else. Who knows? But yeah, with the cards in the same order, then it's going to be a little bit easier to predict and know when the Jordan card is coming out. So I don't know if I like that more or not. I don't know. I just like ripping cards. And for me, it's about just the chase and trying to find the cards we're looking for. Okay, there's a Stockton All-Star. Dave hopping around. Get Ewing. Doing pretty good on these All-Star cards here. Then there's Magic Johnson. Okay, there's the Magic card. And then big old Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton was a super tall guy. Big. Like weight room style. All right, here's Reggie again. Well, old school Pacers uniforms. Wonder if those look like, more newer school unis now if they ramped them up a little bit. I think they could do something with those colors. All right, there's Duckworth and Drexler again back to back. Xavier McDonald. I think we just saw this in the last pack. All right, so there's Terry Cummins. So there's, 3 All-Star cards in one pack and then with the James Worthy. So yeah, unfortunately with these in a row, you kind of getting the patterns in these packs. But you know what? It's still always about the chase. It's always about the chase. We just got to figure out and find one of those MJs. Good. Mark Jackson with the Knicks. I didn't know Mark Jackson was an All-Star that year. But he was. All right, Tom Chambers. Wow, we're pulling in a lot more All-Star cards here. Mitch Richmond. We should be getting close to all of the All-Star cards then at this point, I feel like. I think? I don't know. I didn't keep count. See how many there were, but we'll have to go back and figure it out. See what's going on here. Okay. We keep rolling in. Oh, we just opened basically this pack. Another James Worthy. Yeah, see Akeem. Basically going back to the well. Same pack over and over and over again. Expansion. Another Barkley card. Yeah, we're getting dubs and trips of a lot of the same cards here. So far so good. Still looking for the David Robinson rookie. Still hanging around somewhere. So we still got some Stu Jackson again. So another Larry Bird. There we go. So just racking up the birds here. Getting through these, which is fine. We're gonna go pack by pack. We're gonna find another MJ card. A lot of Dennis Rodmans. Love Dennis. Dennis the Menace. One of the best players of all time. Nobody can rebound anymore like Rodman used to. Man was a machine. So I mentioned earlier that I pulled Scottie Pippen as the last card, and then after that we pulled a Pippen and a David Robinson rookie card. There's the back with David Robinson in the front. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right. That is rookie number 3, David Robinson. We just got to find that other David Robinson. Haven't found it yet. And we got to find another MJ base card here. Because that other one, again, got some for the personal collection. And I want to keep some for... want to submit any ones in I can, but keep some of these other ones that are a little bit dinged up, because I'm fine with it. For personal collection, they're a little bit dinged up. That's totally fine. It's about the chase. It's about looking for the cards. So, yeah, pulled 4 Larrys. We've pulled 3 David Robinsons. It'd be crazy if we pulled more David Robinsons than Michael Jordans out of here. That actually would be kind of funny, to be honest. I would kind of laugh at that. Because you'd think back there and that they would spread out the cards a little bit more in the packs. But who knows? All right, so Scottie Pippen. Again, so there should be a David Robinson in the back behind it. Okay, this is getting a little out of hand now. Getting a little out of hand. Same pack, same cards. All right, would love to see something different here. But this is still like fun. I mean, how many... 4 David Robinsons now? So we got more David Robinsons than MJs now. We can believe that. There's still no Magic Johnson out of this set yet. Still missing a few other key players from that era then too. Like, have we seen Patrick Ewing yet? I don't think we've seen Ewing. There's a few other guys. Clyde Drexler. Have we seen a Clyde Drexler regular card? No, I don't think we see that. Okay, so Scott Hastings. Okay, here's some newer cards. There's Pippen and fighting against Brad Daugherty. Okay, Dominique. Okay, we haven't seen these cards yet. So here's some newer ones. Mark Aguirre. Kelvin Upshaw is wearing D. Brown's number 7 there. Got John Williams, not the composer. All right, Rolando Blackman, great player. Muggsy. There's Patrick Ewing. Okay, we were looking for Patrick. There's Brad Daugherty, All-Star. Okay, now we're getting into some other cards. And then Jerry Reynolds. And then Magic Johnson. Oh, wow. That was a heck of a good pack right there. All the different cards we've been looking for. And I was just saying, we hadn't found the Magic Johnson yet. So there we go. There we go. All right. My name is Jeff. Hornacek. Jerry. David Wingate. Former Supersonic and Charlotte Hornet right there. Mr. Shackelford. Gerald Wilkins. I think we've seen this pack before. There should be... Oh, I think, is this the one that has... I'm already calling my shots. I think this has got to be the one with the... We just opened this one. So does this have the Pippen again in it? Guess we'll find out here. Celtics. Nope. Is it? Oh, a couple cards short. It was the cards in the sequence that was right before the Pippen and David Robinson card again. So, okay. Well, we're still searching for a few more. I still want to get that. I want to find that David Robinson card. Okay, here's some new ones. The David Robinson card. Here's a Drexler. I think we got a Drexler earlier, so we found Clyde Drexler. I want to find that other David Robinson rookie, because that's a little bit rarer of a card and much harder to get graded for a 10. So I wanted to chase that down and see if we could find it, but no luck so far. There's Willie Anderson again. Spurs. Richard Anderson. I don't remember Richard Anderson playing for the Blazers. All right, I had to shuffle the cards over a little bit. All right, so we got about 7 packs left. I do like the ease of these packs opening up. And again, the cards are not sticking, thank goodness. I've had a few boxes lately where the cards stuck so bad. Another Larry Bird card. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain about pulling Larry Bird cards. I just think it's funny because if this set was a little bit smaller, then yeah, you should expect to find a lot more of the same cards in the same order. I mean, this is like the 4th, 5th Dennis Rodman that we found. But yeah, I mean, a lot of they're in the same order, same set. So we just keep moving on. Smaller sets means that you're going to have a lot more chance, again, at pulling some of these MJ cards. And with this being printed as one of the bigger mass-produced sets, then yeah, I mean, you're going to find a lot of the same cards. I mean, we've pulled packs, 4 or 5 of the same packs here of the same cards because they probably didn't have huge sets right off the get-go in this one. I mean, with the 90 set, they had Series 1 and they had Series 2 to print, so they actually added in a few more cards into these other sets. Ralph Sampson played for the Warriors? Really? Huh. Did not realize that. They probably limited the number of cards in these sets, so that's why we're seeing a lot of the packs with just duplicates or the same guys in them, is because that's the way that they were done. All right, Maurice Cheeks. God, every time I see the Spurs, I'm looking for that David Robinson card. Chris Morris. First, Robert Parrish. Buck Johnson. Great name. Liddell Eccles. Bullets. Oh, hi, Bill Fitch. You're looking all fancy schmancy. All right, just a few more packs left. I'm searching for that MJ card. Derek Harper. Okay, I'm gonna find it. We're gonna find one more. I think we may have a lead on one here. Mark Allaire. Bill Jones. Nicely looking. Rick Smits. How'd Spud get up that high? Man, that guy could dunk. He had some hoops. Again, Fennis again. Jimmy Rogers. Just got double check. Exactly. Chapman. And then Dick Harder. So I'm going to preface this as, again, you guys can see there through the... Why'd they put the card at the first? That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to open up this nice and gently because we know it's at the front of this pack. See if we can pull a nice one here. All right, flip her over, and voila! Dented in the corner again. Yep. Well, that one's not going to get into the grading. You guys can see their bottom left corner right down there. Yeah. A little bit dingy again. It must have got dinged somehow, unfortunately. But there's our second MJ base card that we just got. Put that into there. So, okay, we've got as many Jordans as we had David Robinsons now. Let's see if, again, so now we're going to chase. Again, final few packs, we've got to find that David Robinson alternate rookie. That's what we're looking for right now. Looking for that David Robinson card. Looking for the David Robinson card. I don't know how common that one is. Another Steve Kerr rookie. I don't know, again, how many, what the odds of it are, but it is in these packs. So hopefully we can find it. I don't think there was I was doing research. I don't think there was a Series 2 from this set. I think it was just Series 1, if I recall. I don't think there was 2 series from this, but you guys can check me in the comments. Remember, if is there a Series 2 with the 89 set? I don't know. All right. Doherty again. We opened this recently. There's another Dominique. Let's see what we got going here towards the end. We got one pack left after this. Okay, Michael Williams. Then John Williams. And then there's Rolando Blackman. Okay, so we didn't get to the Pippen. All right, last pack. Get some last pack magic here. See what we can pull in this last one. Are we going to get anything special, unique? All right, Chris Mullen All-Star. I don't think we've seen this one yet. All right, so this is a whole new... We have not seen any of the cards from this pack yet that I can recall, so this might be it. See what we can find out of here. All right, Randy Brewer. Elo. It's got Knicks. Okay, regular base Mark Jackson. Mark West. See what we can get out of here. So Bulls. Okay, Cartwright. Okay, we haven't seen that card yet. Johnny Dawkins. See what we got. Okay, last few couple of cards here. Kings. Danny Ainge. Have we seen that card? I think we've seen that. And then we got there's Rod. And then, yeah, the last card's going to be Hakeem Olajuwon base card. I hope you guys enjoyed that 1989 Hoops unboxing, and if you're looking for more sports card unbox videos, I got a couple videos right here on the screen that are absolutely amazing with some awesome Michael Jordan pulls. Hope to see you guys on the next one, and until then, keep ripping packs, baby.